The man and the woman came to the cave to hide from the rain. At this time, the two were soaked. The woman's wet body temptation for men to resist. The hidden wonderful body, resulting in men did not hold back. The two had a relationship. Must not imagine that there is another layer of relationship between them. The man's name is Jack, is a recent college graduate. He had to come to the countryside to teach. The car broke down on the way, but fortunately met a good man, willing to give him a ride. On the way to his destination, he told Jack a legend that there was a woman with the bloodline of a dog god in their village, and that bad things would happen once they got close to her. Jack half-heartedly, "Is it really that amazing?" The two came to the destination. Jack followed Alan, walked deep into the jungle. When he felt dizzy, his limbs tingling, and then he fainted. When he opened his eyes again, saw a woman by his side. The woman named Lisa is the heroine of the story, but also the legendary woman with the bloodline of the dog god. Jack fell in love with Lisa at first sight, and after talking to her he learned that she was already over 40 years old, but looked very young, and did not know how she was maintained. Lisa is the paper maker in the village, and her daily job is to make rice paper. Jack stayed here for one night and then left because he had more important things to do. Strangely enough, on that night, Lisa had a frightening dream, in which she gave birth to a child, but the mother next to her said that she was giving birth to a stillborn baby. Then the picture shifted. She came to a rice paper, with a little hand. A baby's face appeared inside. Lisa was shocked. She was awakened. She heard a sound and it was her mother, holding a bottle and chanting something, and Lisa thought her mother was too strange. This person came to the pharmacy to buy medicine for her mother, but people around her looked at her with strange eyes, because her mother had passed away years ago. So why could she still see her mother's figure? The villagers attributed her behavior to the fact that she had the blood of a dog god. The villagers did not like her, but Jack was very close to her. They were like good friends who had not seen each other for years, and there was an inexplicable sense of familiarity between them. This day the school sent some rice paper. Jack was sorting it out. He heard that these papers were made by Lisa's own hands, and cherished it even more. Touching these papers, he felt as if he saw Lisa's figure, and there was no doubt that he had fallen in love with this woman in her 40s. He would always give himself an excuse to look for Lisa. Looking at Lisa's busy figure, he stood aside in silence, and the two of them, gradually familiar with it. At the same time, Alan's grandmother called him to the room. "Let him stay away from the daughter of the dog god, or something bad will happen." Not long after, there was an accident in the village. A villager inexplicably committed suicide. Everyone was very surprised, but also attributed the incident to Lisa, because she is the daughter of the dog god. Lisa is also used to. This day she went to the mountain to take the material for making rice paper. Jack also went with her to the mountain. Lisa was very happy. They just wandered in the mountain. Suddenly the weather changed and it started raining heavily, so Lisa took Jack to a cave to escape the rain. Last time, she had sex with her own brother here, and even had a baby. And the brother is now the patriarch of the workshop family gym, because she fell in love with someone she shouldn't. Her mother was ashamed of her, and this incestuous relationship was cut short. After telling this experience, Jack's heart felt for her, and Lisa, who had not been cared for by men for a long time, suddenly came up with enthusiasm, and she could not resist her lonely heart, and kissed Jack at once. And then something indescribable happened. Lisa saw the jar in her mother's hand again, and her mother told her that it contained the soul of the dog god, and if she let it escape, something bad would happen, and then everyone else would blame us for the fault. Lisa stretched her head to look into the jar. There was nothing inside, and the two had a quarrel. With love, Lisa became more and more beautiful. She began to dress herself and spend time with Jack every day. A man on a motorcycle suddenly fell to the ground. Lisa went to see what was going on, but was told bad luck. All these bad things are because of her. The villagers discuss how to alleviate this bad luck, and someone proposes to sell the workshop where Lisa lives, and Jim agrees very much to sell Lisa's home. She certainly did not agree, so she would have no place to stay. The buyer was Jim's grandmother. So Lisa tried to go to the door to plead, but she had a confrontation with the other side. The grandmother of Alan told her about the incest with her brother, and Lisa naturally became agitated. And the old lady was angry and could not act, and then she fell to the ground and lost her breath. The matter is more and more unclear. Everyone thinks she is the daughter of the dog god, although medical evidence has been proved. The old lady died of a heart attack, But the paranoid villagers do not believe. Even the patriarch Jim was angry. He began to become violent. See people on the fight. Even Lisa did not escape. Fortunately, Alan is a reasonable person. Lisa came to the old lady's funeral. The people are blocking her not to enter. Alan came to relieve the siege. Let her go to condolences. On the way home, Jim suddenly pounces on Lisa and tries to do something untoward. But Lisa breaks free. The villagers even invited a mage to recite a spell on Lisa. And then Lisa became crazy, rambling and talking to herself. People say her mother has long been gone, but she can see her mother's soul, and even talk to her. Jack saw the scene, was shocked. He had no choice but to leave first. This day the village was surrounded by fog. The sky became very dark. We all think that because Lisa did incestuous things. It turns out that as early as 20 years ago, Lisa and her brother gave birth to a child did not die, but a healthy baby. The mother was afraid that the matter was publicized, so she lied that she gave birth to a dead baby, and now the baby has grown up. And this person is Jack. Alan was so shocked to learn the truth that the villagers even planned to sacrifice Lisa to heaven. Alan found Jack and told him that Lisa was his mother, but he wasn't shocked at all. The time for the ritual was coming. The villagers somehow started to fight with each other, and soon many villagers fell down on the ground. Jack just arrived. Just when the two were ready to embrace, Jack will be behind the guards also killed. The two opened the road to escape. What they didn't know was that there was a man with a gun pointed at them, followed by a burst of gunfire, and Jack fell to the ground. Lisa looked at the Jack in her arms pain. She promised Jack will give birth to the child. The film ends here.